We got another one coming right now. Give it up for Sanchez, everybody.
Okay, he slammed it in there. Okay, there we go. We've got this. Hi, everybody. I'm Sanchez. Yeah. My parents got divorced when I was real young. Anybody else from a broken home? Yeah. Can I get a Dad, don't go? In high school, I was friends with all the other degenerates or whatnot. I called us the Sad Dad Club. That's how we were. And my one friend decided to start the argument, who had the #1 worst dad? Stupid. #1 worst dad. My friend blurts out, Jesse, he blurts out, my dad used to throw beer bottles at me. And I was like, whoa. That is a bummer. But you know what? I used to cry myself to sleep every night thinking of my dad throwing beer bottles at his new kids. On my 16th birthday, my mother told me that I had an illegitimate half-sibling from my father's affair. Which was strange because that wasn't on the wish list, Mom! What I really wanted that year was the newest Blink-182 album entitled Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Something Dad was a little too familiar with. And my father, as a retired police officer, you'd think he'd know how to get rid of evidence. Like he was a narc, and maybe they only know how to plant evidence? That's how little brothers are born. I used to have an older brother, he's dead now. That's one less birthday to remember, one less Christmas gift to buy. But we went to high school together, and it was clear that like all the ladies wanted to date my older brother because he was attractive, he was a charming individual. But those girls would pretend to be friends with me so that they could bang my little brother, which I thought was fucked up. And you guys are okay with that? I'll be the middleman to banging my little brother. Anyway. So he passed away, and the news, I guess, didn't travel fast enough because these whores would find me at Target. Right next to the quinoa. They'd be like, oh hey, how's your older brother doing? Because I'm a vindictive bitch at my core. I'd be like, oh, my brother, yeah, he's fine. Fine like the powder, because I cremated him. Good to see you, Susie. So there's that. You know, the things. The first time I went to California was to go identify his body and morgue. That was the first time I went to California, and nothing prepares you for that. There's not a welcome to California pamphlet that says Disneyland, medieval times, is my brother dead or alive? And I went, and I remember like seeing that table and that sheet that covers the person in the distance, and I remember walking up to it being very apprehensive because I remember all those cruel pranks my brother played on me as a child. I half expecting to be like, boom, I gotcha, ha-ha! But lucky for me, he was actually dead, and I had like nothing to worry about. Alright, I'll get off that. When I was 16, I had a huge crush on this girl in my high school. She had these bright blue eyes, long black hair, and it was to my surprise that on AOL Messenger, you guys remember that? She invited me to the dance, and she told me that she had plans to fuck my brains out. To which I replied, cool beans. you were about to get stood up. Alright, who sees a theme in these jokes? I was dating an older guy, and that was a lot of fun. That was pretty cool. Our first date, he was pretty nervous about it. He wanted to make it special, but he only knew 2 things about me. He knew that I was Gothic in high school, and yeah, no one's surprised. Gothic in high school, and if comedy doesn't work out, I'm gonna be a mortician. So what I imagine went through his brain was like, okay, Gothic in high school. Well, a satanic ritual is too romantic for the first date. And what ended up happening, he took me to a fancy cemetery on my first date. And if you've never had that existential crisis in your hands, you're gonna want to hold someone else's hand. So that was fun. That was a great first date. His favorite part of it is when I got so excited about going to the babies plot. Because, yeah, dead babies, very tragic, but, like, real decorated, real pretty, teddy bears galore. Let's check out these baby graves. So we did it for 6 months, and then we had a big fight, broke up, and then 9 months later, he died! Yep. We don't keep a track of the body count. Yeah, he died, not like, oh my god, you're dead to me. I mean, like, he was dead to everyone. Yeah. But, like, that's, like, the best way to get back at your bitch of an ex-girlfriend, right? But joke's on him, he let me borrow season 2 of The Tick. That's mine now. I feel like I should end on a lighter note. It doesn't exist in my world, but here we go. So I just got out of a 4-year relationship. It was pretty bad. It was a toxic relationship. And one of the things he said is, oh honey, I want us to get married. I want us to build a family and have a house, but you're not doing enough to make that happen. Okay. Yeah, what I meant to say was like, you're too active in comedy, you should be spending more time with me. And I was like, ugh. And so I left, and I didn't have a lot of living opportunities after that. Like I had my cousin Nora, who had just gotten married, bought a house, and was pregnant, or had the baby. That baby's alive. But she was like, oh yeah, stay with us. You know, Violet's still in the oven. You can take her room. Like, oh cool. My rock bottom has a nursery. Okay, I'll leave you guys with this little story. So we broke up, and one of the last thing he said, probably the meanest thing he said, is, I don't need you. And I was like, well, honestly, I hope you're right. And he left, and then I left with all the light bulbs in the apartment.